The new iPhone 7 is here. You know you want it. You can't have it. Do you want it? F*** you. We've got factories full of them, but you can't get it. Pre-order? Eat it. Waited in line? Get stuffed. I can get you a jet black iPhone 7 if you suck Steve Jobs' zombie dick. It doesn't even have headphones. We're literally taking away features and you're still gonna buy it. You're gonna pay us for an actual downgrade. The iPhone 8 doesn't even make phone calls. Apple, f*** you. You suckers will buy anything. The iPhone 9 is literally just an Apple.
I live in Hicksville most of my life. I have a car, 2 kids, and a wife. I'll probably be here for the rest of my life. I'm living on the island. When summer comes and winter falls, the island ladies go to shopping malls. Take daddy's credit card, charge it all. They're living on an island. Oh, we're living on Long Island. Oh, you know it's so much fun. I'm living on the island. I'm just basking in the sun. Hey, Anthony, give me a...
Cheers! Happy Tuesday and welcome to the Benny Rizzuti Show. And tonight's show is what I like to call the almost my birthday show. And my birthday is Sunday, so I'm going to be 25 for the second time. And
That's
I
all?
got a few years to spare in between there. And 30. Actually, I should tell people I'm 30 and a half because I'm going to be 61. And this Sunday, so I went on social media and invited all my friends. I said, anyone who wants to come, you don't have to be a singer, you don't have to be a comedian, just be fun. You could come on my show. And Anita Bloomfield showed up. So she's my only guest, and someone who I'm not happy with, he kept messaging me. I'll come on the show, but if he came on, it would probably be the first show where somebody beat up a cripple. I'm ornery. I'm very ornery, Anita.
What's the matter, Benny? What's the matter?
I got a lot of anger. I got a lot of issues. And it's not the age. Usually I'm getting older. It's people.
No, yeah, well, they're the worst.
I hate people. And on social media, they're such idiots.
Well, that's why, because the older you get, the more wisdom you have from being around, and then you have all these other things floating around out there, and it's like, what?
I know. I know. It's
that
like
walks and talks. What is that?
That actually knows how to breathe. Nobody had to teach that thing how to. Oh my, yeah, no, it's some people. But I wore this jacket on the last show.
You gave it to somebody.
I gave Tom Mealy one, which is
the same one.
No, different.
You took that one back.
No. What his
He's an
is different.
Indian giver.
We don't have a picture of it. His has the stripes on one side and blue with the stars on the other side. His is like half and half. This one looks like, as Nigel Fullerton said last week, it makes me look like a postage stamp. But I'm wearing this in protest.
Okay.
I'm wearing this in protest. I figure, okay.
What or whom?
People have protested right now. A lot of sports figures, they're not standing for the national anthem. Some of them are showing their power to the people.
Oh,
I'm wearing this.
Don't get me started.
No, wait, listen to me. I'm wearing this power to America.
Yes.
We're all American. We're all
Yes.
American, regardless of if you are an American citizen, if you're black, if you're white, if you're yellow, if you're green. You're probably something that Michael Jackson used to wear. But no, I loved Michael Jackson. No.
I know, I love him too.
You're American, and we have a problem. Let's find the solution. So I'm wearing this to remind everybody that we're Americans, and also I don't want a civil war over two nominees for two presidential nominees are causing a civil war. You know, we're going to take out the muskets and the cannons soon.
Well,
It's
maybe
not-
you'll have a musket. I'll have a phaser.
Oh, you're going to the future?
Yeah, I'm going into the future, man.
You know, a lot of things, I'm a science fiction fan, and a lot of things in science fiction happened.
Yes.
Things that they actually
Yes.
happened. And, you know.
That's
and
why
all-
Star Trek 50 years is
Right.
still
The
relevant
Doors.
today.
They didn't have, in Star the Doors,
Yeah.
we invented that. They showed, and the only thing we don't have is their sensibility. Like they all in the future, you have the future where everybody gets along. They don't all love each other, but they get, in Star Trek they get along and they don't use money. Can we figure out, can we invent a way to get through society without using money? I think that would be a
Man,
good
then I would be
70%. You'd be rich?
Oh, I'd be rich. Holy cow. If you don't need money, whew. I'd be like my mom. My mom always used to say, back in the day of checks, remember? Well,
Yeah.
I still write checks. I don't like
I
paying
do
stuff
too. I write
online.
them.
And I like to see it, feel it, watch it disappear. But my mother used to say, as long as I got checks, I got plenty of money. And that was her.
Were they bad checks? I mean,
No, actually, they were all good.
Your
They
mom
really
had
were
money,
all good.
yeah.
But, but she would say, it was just, it was a figure.
It's
It
tougher
was
now. It's
funny. It was just a funny thing that she would say a lot of funny things. Yeah. Your pocket's chinging and winging.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
going
that's,
on there? I hope it's your phone. I don't know.
It's my phone. It's my
Okay,
phone.
that's You know, I never know what kind of noise these old people make.
I want you. I don't know. I'm not going to ask you your age. I don't know
Not
how
if you
old
want to
are.
live, you're not going to ask me my age. If you want to live to see your birthday, you're not asking me my age, all right? There we go.
This is going to be fun. You were like, what are we going to... So, it's not going to be just the two of us talking. I want to get that straight now. Anita's going to sing at the end of the show. She's going to sing a few songs because she's a singer. I brought a few videos. There's going to be some surprises in the video. I have some videos. Because I figure it's my birthday. I could cry if I want to.
That's
or
right,
I can
that's
party.
right.
And I'm partying.
As
This
long
is
as
not
I don't
my
have to
party.
say the pledge to you and your jacket, I mean, that's...
I want you... Will you sing the national anthem for me then?
If you wanted me to.
Great, and then I'll throw a baseball at you. Play ball!
No, but first you gotta go on.
In church, once in a while. I go to church on Sundays. I didn't go this past Sunday.
Oh, you're going to
Sorry,
hell.
But I go almost every Sunday.
You know they're
So,
gonna make hell
once
great
in a while
again.
they sing "God Bless America," and when they sing it, I always in church because it sounds so beautiful. I always want to yell, "Play ball!" I always want to yell at it at the end, "Play ball!"
Well, that is the last two words of the anthem. Play ball.
I always want to do that in church. I don't know why, but I behave. I behave because I go to the church.
That priest will
where
come over and smack you out. That's why you behave.
one of the priests is my friend who I made my communion with. His brother.
Really?
His older brother, yeah, he's great. He's wonderful. But I go to the church where I made my communion, where I made my confirmation, got married. I go to that.
Boy.
That's
You got
the
a
church
lot
I
of
go to
history
every
in that
Sunday.
church.
A lot of, so they know
That's
me.
nice. That's nice, though.
Yeah. But sometimes you see people you haven't seen in a long time, and you it's like. You don't want to go up to, you reach an age where, when you're younger,
What, when
and
you
you're
don't
out
have
of
to
school,
talk to people if you don't want to?
just
Oh,
like,
there's what's his name for that? What is that?
but no, it's church.
See, I go up to everybody.
You do?
Everywhere.
Still?
Yeah,
Yeah?
everywhere.
Once
I
in a
can't
while,
shut
but
up.
then sometimes, I ran into this girl I went to high school with, and we were fun. She was like a tomboy, but then
Okay.
I went up to her. I saw her a couple of years ago. Found out she lives near where I live now, and I saw her. She's told me her last name, and she said, let's say O'Doul, right? She said O'Doul, and I'm still crazy. And I said Rizzuti, likewise.
See, that was nice.
Yeah. And but she was saying I run into people here and there, but I'm quiet. But I'm a quiet guy, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah, he's so shy. He's as shy as I am.
Sometimes
very
I'm shy. Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, that's when they usually have a bulletin along the bottom of the screen.
He was a nice guy.
Rizzuti was quiet today.
speaking of news, big news for today. So just to let you know, today is Tuesday, September 20th, 2016. So anything we talk about that's going to be happens today, or my birthday is the 25th, Sunday. And feel free to send me anything you want. Just send it to the studio. I'll take scotch. I love chocolate. Make it cheap for you. Chocolate, gift cards, whatever you want to get me. Whatever. So
Right,
anyway.
so what kind of news you got?
Big news. I got big news for you.
Oh boy.
Brad Pitt and Angelina
You can't even say it. He's so excited.
Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt split up.
Oh.
They split up. We have a picture.
I'm
So
shocked.
we're gonna show that picture.
Aw,
And
that's a shame.
when she heard the news, this is a picture they took of Jennifer Aniston. And it looks like she's happy. She's applauding. And you know, a lot of these Hollywood marriages and a lot of these celebrity relationships,
Right, yeah.
they split up. They don't
Yeah,
last long.
no.
I'm happy to announce that
How long were they married?
6 years, 7 years.
All right.
But I'm happy to announce that Andy and I are we're still an item. So.
Who?
Andy Warhol and I.
Oh, Andy Warhol?
Yeah, see,
You're still
Andy
an
and I, we're still.
Oh, you're still an item.
He's a wax figure. So
Yes.
that's probably why the relationship works so great. Andy, you want to watch the game? That's what
If I see you smoking around Andy, I'll know that thing's coming to an end.
What do you mean?
You'll melt the guy. He'll just melt.
I don't smoke near. Andy doesn't
Okay.
like smoke. Andy Warhol was very religious.
Was he?
Very. Went to church every Sunday with his mom.
Oh,
His
okay.
parents were Polish immigrants. He was very proud of it. He was proud of the fact that his father was a coal miner.
Oh, my grandfather was a coal miner. My mother's dad. I never met him. He was gone by the time I came along. But yeah, so my mama was a coal miner's daughter. Yeah.
He was an interesting man. I find Andy Warhol intriguing, and I know you could find he went on both ends of the spectrum. He went to the upper echelon rich people,
Yes.
and he went down to the drug addicts. Some of his movies were he would just have a camera rolling on people who were drug addicts and stuff.
Ooh. Okay.
And there was forget the movie, I think it was called Chelsea Girls, and it got a lot of recognition in the city. And a lot of people went there, it became like an art house movie. They just rolled the camera on it, you know.
Wow.
And so he went high and low, but if people, I saw a documentary and somebody who worked for Andy said, Andy, why do you have these sleazy people hanging around over here? And he said, that's not nice. Don't call them, they might think the same of you. You know, he was interested. He was interested in people.
Okay.
He was interested. I don't know the man, so I can't. You know, I don't want to make him out to be a hero or he wasn't a bad guy though. But you know, so
He was
why am I
colorful.
talking?
He definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
was
Oh, he was
colorful.
interested. You know, it was great to have people like that.
Yes.
Take a painting of Marilyn Monroe and make it 4 different squares and different colors.
And the soup can.
The
The
soup
soup can.
And what was brilliant is
Brilliant.
he got rich people to spend thousands
was
of dollars
a-
on it.
He was
That's
not so
brilliant.
stupid.
He didn't make money on his movies, but he made thousands of dollars on the soup can, the Brillo boxes.
I wonder if
That's
he had to pay
amazing.
royalties to the soup
Yeah,
company
I was
for
thinking
that,
the
you
same
know?
thing. I don't know. You can call me if you have my cell number. Give me a call and let us know. All right, if you're watching the show. And remember,
It's
right now
1-800, I'm a good boy.
And it's about, I love you a long time. But no,
Yeah.
I'm talking about Andy Warhol because my son is has his bachelor's degree in filmmaking and
Okay.
film study. So he gives me the movie news. They're making an all new Andy Warhol biopic.
Oh.
So there's been 2. There was that
Oh, really?
weren't really biopics. I Shot Andy Warhol, which is an excellent movie, and Factory Girl, which is about his studio was the factory and people. It was about the rich girl. I don't remember her name, but she was the one that made the connections for him with the wealthy people.
Oh, okay.
And she's the one that. But then she lost money. She went. She. Great things didn't happen for
Wow.
her. She was a model. She was attractive, but making his movies and doing Andy Warhol modeling, it wasn't good for your reputation.
So I wonder who they get to play him. That would
I'm
be
glad
interesting casting.
Oh, they cast him already.
Oh, they did?
Yes.
Can you say?
I can tell you.
Oh.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. It's
You
a
heard it
scoop.
here.
Benny's scooping it out.
Jared Leto.
Who?
The actor Jared Leto.
Jared Leto.
Okay, he played in Suicide Squad. He was the Joker. He's the latest Joker. He's also a singer in a band. A very popular band, so my son will kill me that I don't remember the name. But he's a rock and roller.
Oh, wow.
And he won Best Supporting Actor as a transgender woman in the movie that Matthew McConaughey also won actor. The Dallas something club, where
I don't know.
Matthew McConaughey has AIDS. You don't know the
You
movie?
see, I don't see
Wow, look.
any of this stuff.
Send more women. Hey, send somebody who knows.
I'm totally clueless with
You
all
don't
that.
watch movies. Jared
I
Leto.
haven't-
Anyway, Jared Leto, you know who he is. He was in last month's magazine, one of those rock and roll magazines. I'm not going to say the name.
No, when you talk about movies, and this is something that even today it was hitting me. They were advertising some other new movie coming out with this, monster thing. And I said, I don't know. And you mentioned the Star Trek thing. The Star Trek thing, and they did come out and say it. It gave people hope that there was a future. That because we had the whole communist thing, everybody was, the Russians are coming. But you had this sense that, we're out in space. So, there's hope. There's hope that this. And now everything they make, it's gloom and doom and the destruction of the earth. They got this show now with Kiefer Sutherland. He's the last person. He may be the last honest politician, because he's not a politician. I don't know, because they all get poof. But I'm just thinking, I
would like to read that.
They keep
Anita Bloomfield's review. They all go poof, poof.
But everything they throw at you now, it's all
post-apocalyptic and apocalypse. Yeah.
And I don't like it. I'm not liking it.
And what's a shame is true science fiction. As I told you, I'm a science fiction fan. Science fiction, usually there's hope.
Yes.
There is some kind of hope, even if it is, even if you're stranded on a deserted planet somewhere. There's hope. Twilight Zone episodes, there was usually hope. Sometimes you thought there was hope, and at the very end,
sometimes they teach you a little lesson.
You got taught a lesson.
You got taught a lesson.
Twilight Zone was real science fiction, though.
Yes.
Most of the episodes, even like the person who went back to Dachau, a Nazi who went back to Dachau many years later, and found out that the Jews who he exterminated, their ghost was still there, and they get him.
I bet they were happy to see him.
Yeah, they were real happy to see him. They were, yeah.
You want to come over here?
Yeah. And so some of those episodes were really good, so there was still hope.
Everything is the end of the world now, and it's like I don't know what's going on in Hollywood, but I really am not liking all of and even all of the TV shows. Years ago they said when they got rid of all of the Westerns, they said all of a sudden you're not going to find a tree or anything anywhere. They got rid of all the Westerns, all the variety shows. Now it's all competitions and all. Excuse you.
I'm sorry, I'm making noise here. I brought my mailbox.
Your mailbox? No, the lunchbox. Oh
my God! I couldn't say Angelina Jolie, and I can't say lunchbox. This would be great. A Betty Boop mailbox. I would love that. But I brought this just in case if we need more videos.
Is that
Betty
classic?
Boop cartoons are in here, baby.
My God. Oh
DVD.
My God.
Yeah, I like Betty Boop. Yes, I'm not gay. I like Betty Boop, and I'm not gay.
Everybody likes Betty Boop.
Even Andy Warhol and I, that's just a thing. I have a thing for wax figures. I had pictures of me and Janis Joplin, but I couldn't find them. And I actually have a picture. I'm going to put it up tonight on social media. So if you're watching this, me fondling Angelina Jolie while she's next to Brad Pitt.
Oh, is that another wax figure thing?
Yeah,
They threw you out of there? Come on.
What? You've seen that one before?
No, but I figured it out.
Some women don't like it. I've used that as my profile picture and stuff.
Oh my God.
And then when I change it, this picture is so much nicer. I'm just having fun. I went with my wife. I've told this story in the past, but I'll tell you this.
Oh, he's going to tell it again.
This is a fun story. This is a fun.
It better be. He's telling it again.
We went to the city. Once in a while, Nancy and I would like to go to the city. We went into Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, which you have to go on Broadway there. It's beautiful. So I was like, well, we'll go. Well, who cares?
So you had a little grab fest in there?
I had a grab fest. Nancy not as bad, but me, even except when I got to Whoopi Goldberg, I just looked at Whoopi in the eyes. It was like, Whoopi, even though she was a wax figure.
She'll come to life and she'll get you.
Yeah. Even as a wax figure, I was like, if the real Whoopi finds out,
she will hunt you down.
She will hunt me down and beat my butt. So Whoopi and I, there's just a picture of us looking in the eyes, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, I started, and Nancy was taking pictures. I started just going, me and Janis Joplin.
Yeah, she said better the wax figure than me.
Me and Angelina Jolie.
That's for you, Nancy.
They had Jimi Hendrix with the guitar. So I went down and I'm biting the guitar. I think that's in the intro, right? Or was it?
Okay.
But that's me biting the strings, because Jimi Hendrix used to play with his teeth. So I'm doing that. Me and Andy Warhol, me and Woody Allen, me and Babe Ruth. But I'm, some of the women I'm going up and I'm, messing with. I kissed Anderson Cooper on the cheek.
Oh.
So
did he kiss you back?
then we get from that room, we get to the presidential suite.
Ah.
And there's all these presidents and very important figures. There's Malcolm X there, Martin Luther King. And I'm looking at them and I'm reading because you can read about them. So this young little black boy, I'd say maybe 9, 10 years old, asked me about it. And I'm like, oh, this is Malcolm X. And now I always wanted to be a school teacher.
Aww.
I think that's one of my biggest regrets is that I didn't get a degree and become a teacher. I think I would have been a good English teacher and maybe a lot of, useless information you don't need. I'm that guy. I'm your teacher for that. So I'm telling them stuff, and all of a sudden Nancy's like, Benny, come on, Benny. So she calls me away from him, and I his teacher, she calls me away and she says, Benny, his family has been following us through this whole museum, watching you fondle these different wax figures, and now you're talking to a little boy. Do you see what is wrong with this picture? Do you realize you're doing something here? You realize the FBI is hiding.
Oh my God!
FBI and detectives are hiding behind plants and stuff.
They're getting ready to jump.
They're ready to jump. They think I'm a pedophile or something.
Oh
they
my
think so.
God.
And
Can't imagine
I think
where
I
they
said it
think
earlier that I'm kind of oblivious. So I had no idea. I was having fun. They're wax figures. Yes, they're wax,
I wouldn't think to do that, but okay.
Oh, women, listen, women are just as bad. Because
I would not do that.
You wouldn't, but your friends would. Okay? Elvis, poor Elvis, doesn't have, they have to give Elvis new pants every week.
Oh my gosh.
Poor Elvis. The women maul Elvis still. Elvis is still alive.
He still
in
got it,
Madison.
let me tell
He
you.
still got it. The women are all over there. When no one's looking, they're taking pictures worse than us.
Oh my God.
And you know the old story. You can have 20 men in a room and 5 women in a room. And who tells the racier stories? The more provocative, dirty stories. The women.
Really?
Yes.
Oh. I'm hanging out with the wrong crowd.
You're one of them. Right now you're me, I'm a prude. I just came here to sing Barbara
No, I'm
Streisand.
just very dignified.
Very dignified.
Sometimes.
We're doing a show this Friday night. I'm very
yes.
excited about
That's
that.
going to be fun.
Fun
That's going to
with
be
Stevie
a lot of fun.
GB and
Yep.
Sandy Chansimone.
And Sandy Chansimone.
Yeah, they're fun. They're fun people.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm an MC, and it's going to be a lot.
It's going to be good.
And you're going to sing. It's like a dinner show. So you're going to sing during dinner.
Yes.
And then I'm going to come up and say a few words. and say, I have no idea who this woman is.
She just wandered in
She
here.
just wandered in.
Can't get rid of her.
I'll get a shopping cart. Here's your shopping cart, lady. Put a few bags in. All right, take care, thanks. We'll call you in the next gig because that's how good, Pretty soon they should have like the homeless comedians show. because some of you comedians out there who are in your 30s and 40s, when your parents die, you're going to be homeless.
That's right, because you're going to lose all your material.
You're going to lose they're living I'm living in my parents' basement. How old are you? 45. You idiot.
They still feel like they're in a frat house.
But comedy is my life. I do, like me, I'm not a comedian. I perform stand-up comedy, I host shows.
They have to suffer for
but
their art.
I work. I'm a machinist, all right? I'm a machinist. So I agree. But these comedians that, I'm a full-time comedian. Full-time comedian, you're living in your parents' garage.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm. That means they just tell jokes to their friends all day.
Your bed is the back seat of the Chevy Cruze.
Oh, my God. Listen, I got to tell you, when you talk about women being, my folks, they're gone now. They rest in peace.
Mine too. God bless.
But I got a wealth of information and material from them, so when they was still in the house together, my brother was gone, I was out and married, and I stopped over there one day, and if they're fighting, they're doing all right, so they were having a thing that afternoon, and they were on the patio, and
That's
my
the
father
older
was,
generation.
oh my God, but my father was complaining and carrying on. And I said, what's going on? And my mother was already starting with the dementia,
Yeah.
And so my father says, every time I put something down, she's got to move it. She'll put something here, she's got to put it over there. Well, I told you to stop moving stuff around. So with that, very innocent, my mother picks up a long neck beer bottle. My father was a beer drinker. And she picks up, she goes, where would you like me to put this? I swear to God. And I was standing there, and my old man just gives her a look like, and I said, I'm out. I just left. I couldn't stay there anymore. It was insane.
My parents were too much with the argument. My grandparents, on my mother's side, they were like very mellow, but they still had they would do their little digs to one. And my grandfather, though, God bless him, he lived to be in his mid-80s or so.
Oh, good.
And he used to smoke a cigar and a pipe all the time. Not cigarettes, but...
That was my dad's smoke. My father used to say, it's the paper in those cigarettes. But cigarettes you inhale, and cigars and pipes you don't.
You don't.
So there is a little bit of a...
So, and he'd be walking, every time he would just get up and move, and my grandmother would go after and clean. And then he would move and do something else, and my grandmother would go and clean. And then she'd look at me and say, he's killing me. Your grandfather is killing me.
Oh, Lordy, Lord.
But they were fun. They were my father's parents. They were fun too. My father's parents, they came from Italy also. They came from Sicily. My mom's parents, and my mother came from Sicily. But my father's parents, they lived in the city, and then they moved. They were the ones that came out, bought property on Long Island, which a lot of people did. Had a tent. And they would pitch the tent and build the house. And that's how a lot of these houses got built. My grandfather had a lot of property in West Babylon. And I remember the backyard was like an acre, and it was all tomato plants. There was nowhere for a kid to go.
Oh, yeah.
And then the weather now getting close to October, they'd have all the tomatoes, and they'd boil them, and they'd stir them, and then my grandma would can them.
Canning it, oh, yeah.
And in the basement, that's all my grandfather had was, sauce, ready canned tomatoes, and wine. Wine. All my family, they're not doing the wine that much. I really I got to set up an area in my basement and make the wine.
Make some homemade wine.
But it's easy now. You go to Canarsie.
They sell these.
You buy not that kit. No, don't buy the kit. Don't buy the kit.
No
Listen
kit.
to me. Listen to Benny.
My father used to grow his own grapes, and
I have that too,
but that's
I have them. But then you got to make sure the grapes are good. Listen to me. Go to Brooklyn. You bring yourself a wooden container, a barrel to keep it in. Go to Brooklyn. Bring the barrel.
Just carry this wooden barrel around.
No, you
it
bring
doesn't
it in
weigh
a truck.
much, about 55 pounds.
In
Just
a
carry
truck.
it around with you. All right.
I'm glad you're here to clear that up. You bring that, I need a drink of water.
He needs a drink.
You bring the barrel. You pick out the grapes you want. You could get white grapes, you could get the black grapes, you know, the dark, whatever kind of grapes.
Concord
Purple grape,
ones, yeah.
Concord, the different wine grapes. You pick out what you want. They squeeze it there for you. No more. I did that with my uncle.
Ah.
I did the old-fashioned. Oh,
Yeah.
it takes all day doing that.
Well.
Hydraulic. Here's your wine. You got it. You put it in. By Thanksgiving, my family was drinking it. One uncle's house, my father used to say when we were kids, if you want soda or something, ask us, because he says you don't know what bottle they were
Oh,
putting.
sure, they would reuse the bottles, of course, yeah.
The 2-liter soda bottles all on the table, and you could, you know, if you're not an idiot, like.
What's
so-
wrong with little Benny?
Yeah, if you're not a Benny. If you're not a Benny, you'll tell that that's not cola, that's
He's
not
drunk on
ginger ale.
soda. Oh my God! What's with these kids? Now I messed up.
And that's
my
good
hair.
stuff.
Oh,
That's
my
good
God.
stuff.
I have to tell you a story. Your kids ever say anything that really embarrass you?
Yeah.
That just really, well, I have to tell the story. Years ago, I'm not going to say my daughter's name because it's going to be bad enough people know me and they know her and she's going to kill me, but I got to tell the story. We were on vacation with my husband. We went to like Arizona or something like that, and they had one of these. You go to this little western town in the middle of the desert, and they had the ponies going around, and a little saloon place with all, you know, with music and all in there, and the gift shop and all. So my daughter was probably about four, maybe 5, and back then the video cameras, you know, were pretty good size. You know,
Yeah.
it didn't have the backpack thing, but it was still a camera like that, and it had the eyepiece that you pull out, and it was that rubber eyepiece. And after having the camera for a while, the eyepiece would come loose, you know. So, and especially walking with it, if it hit up against you, it would pop off. So I was in charge of the camera that day. We're doing this, that, these, and those, and walking the hookup meet up with my husband, and I noticed the piece is missing, and I said, "Oh my God!" So I said to my daughter, "Oh my God! Oh, your father's going to come in. Wow, what's the matter?" And I said, "You know, the rubber thing that from Daddy's camera. Daddy's the rubber thing. Daddy's going to kill me. He's going to that. We got to look for it." So we're looking all around. Let's retrace our steps. We go back, and we wind up in the gift shop. And I looked all around in there, and I said, "The rubber thing." So we're looking for it, and then I'm waiting for this lady's attention, and she says, "Oh, can I help you?" Because I'm thinking maybe she found it. And my daughter says, "Have you found my daddy's rubber?" I never expected that to come out of her mouth, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm standing there, wait. So then I just put my hand on her, and I said, "We're from New York." Just turned around and walked out. What are you do? We did find it. I don't remember what.
All right,
we
you
did find it. But,
anyway,
oh my
kids
God!
say things like that. You know, they don't know.
I know, but I
was
never-
driving. My son used to open the window, like if we were at a light and there was a car, my son would roll down the window and yell, 666! And he said, "Dad, you know what that is? The Antichrist."
Yes, the devil.
Yeah, the devil. He would yell that out. And my son was singing Frank Zappa songs at 3 years old, so.
Oh my gosh!
And
Yeah.
it was fun. Anyway, since
Anyway.
we're talking about fun, we're going to break and show a video of.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you my favorite stand-up comedian. This is a stand-up comedian, famous one. Gone but not forgotten, all right? My favorite stand-up comedians are, all right, I got to say Lenny Bruce, but Richard Pryor, Flip Wilson,
Oh yeah.
and this white guy, Rodney
Geraldine.
Dangerfield. So
Oh,
here's
I love
a little,
Rodney.
little Rodney Dangerfield, I think, is coming. Any minute now. We're getting to it.
You don't get no respect.
I get no respect. Hey, who?
I tell you, I'm all right now, but last week I was in rough shape, you know? Now, last week I told my wife I need a home improvement loan. She gave me $1,000 to move out. I'll tell you, my wife, there's always something, you know. Well, the other day I called her up. I said to her, honey, I've been thinking about the last time we had sex. I'm getting excited. She said, who is this? I'll tell you, my wife, she never went for me. Well, the first time I called her up, she told me, come on over, there's nobody home. I went over, there was nobody home. My wife, she drives me nuts. Oh, she was afraid of the dark, she saw me naked, now she's afraid of the light. I'll tell you, that's all right, that's okay. I'll tell you. No, I'll tell you, actually, I shouldn't tell jokes about my wife. I mean, she's attached to a machine that keeps her alive, the refrigerator. And I tell you, my wife, she can't cook either. My house, we pray after we eat. I bought a pressure cooker. Now I eat off the ceiling. What a lousy cook. I don't think meatloaf should glow in the dark. I mean, she can't cook at all. She made chocolate mousse and antler got stuck in my throat. I'll tell you my trouble. Got the wrong doctor. You know my doctor, Dr. Vinnie Boombas. Know my doctor? Oh, that doctor, she got a lead in. And I saw him last week. I told him, Doc, every day I wake up, I look in the mirror, I want to throw up. What's wrong with me? He said, I don't know, but your eyesight is perfect. Ah, you kidding? Are you kidding? I know I'm ugly. I asked the bartender to make me a zombie. Told me God beat him to it. Well, I'll tell you, you know when you're ugly, all right? Well, Halloween, my wife sends the kids out dressed like me. I mean, I'll tell you the whole story, all right? The whole story, okay? All right. I mean, you know when you're ugly. Well, last Halloween, a kid tried to pull my face off. And my kids, they flip a coin to see who has to kiss me goodnight. And I was an ugly kid, too. I told my old man, never took me to the zoo. He said, if they want you, they'll come and get you. Well, that's the story of my life. No respect. I don't get no respect at all. No respect at all. You kidding? Well, I was drowning. I was yelling, help, help. And the lifeguard ran over. Said, all right, buddy, keep it down. Keep it down. I don't get no respect from anyone. Well, I called up suicide prevention. They tried to talk me into it. I'll see you after all that.
And we're back with the Benny Rizzuti Show. And my one and only guest, Anita Bluefield. Don't be fooled by, there was a little bumper at some of these videos were from the Gagoot Show. So they'll say the Gagoot Show, they'll have a picture of my two favorite girls that I spent almost 2 years doing shows with, Jeannie Powers and Nicole LaMonaco. Very talented. They did some great shows with them in the past. So, and you'll see a few more pictures of them before the show is over.
Me.
And there's you. And you brought a goodie bag. What's in the bag?
Yeah, now, okay. You were interested in this one day. I brought this into the cafe.
Right.
And because our little friend there, Wild Bill, had a chicken. Remember? And I said, oh, look what I got. I ran out to my car and I got this little fella. And I brought him in. Look how cute that is. But the thing is, he actually belongs to a flock.
Oh, he does that song, right?
Yeah, I got this one too.
That's like a Halloween chicken.
And then there's this one. Come on, Elmo! Elmo gets a little, Look, see, she's like,
that's great.
She's complaining on him. Look, what's the matter with you? What are you doing?
They all dance to the same song. The other guy got stuck.
No, he's done.
He's done? He reminded me of my Andy Warhol boyfriend for a minute. Yeah.
I look at it looks like she's scolding him. Oh, okay.
That one's alive.
So these are my chicken people. So, yeah, I bring them out every now and then, you know. I used to take them out to karaoke and put them up on the stage and people were singing. We'd have the whole flock going.
And we bring Anita out every once in a while as well.
Every once in a while, you know. And I got another bag of little
All right, you got more goodies.
Let me see. Yeah. Well, I got a game. You want to play a game?
Oh, yeah?
It's called Guess Again. Oh, I don't know if we could. Oh, and it's Yeah, I don't know how you.
It's a guessing game on how to open the box. Not this end. Guess again.
Oh my God. So you put these cards and okay. And you can't see what you are, but you have to try and guess what you are.
Oh, it's that game. You put the thing on your.
Yeah. So
Okay.
pick
But
a
it's more fun
card.
with more than.
Pick a card.
Okay.
All right. Oh, you look. You're not supposed to look.
I didn't look.
You looked.
I didn't
Just
look.
pick a card. Just pick a card. Just pick a card.
I didn't
Okay.
look the last
I'll
time.
put it in the head thing. Oh, all right. Okay.
All right.
And you put that on your head.
Now it's more fun with more than one person, but that's why we have this extra glass of water, just in case somebody want to drop by.
And I'll
All right.
pick a card, and I'm not
Oh,
going
okay.
to look, and I'll put it on. Is it upside down? Which way is it? I don't know.
Yeah, all right. It's the right way.
It's the right way?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it
Don't
can't-
look.
Oh, no, I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look. Okay.
These are for kids.
Yeah. Well, you could make it a little. Oh, yeah. You could make it a little wider. They're
No, but-
adjustable. Look at that.
All right.
See that? All right. Now, I think these are questions you ask or something. I don't know. I haven't done this in a while. So, no, that's just more stuff. What is
Yeah.
this? Okay. So you
You
got
gotta
to
read
ask
the directions.
questions.
All right, I ask you. All right.
You're an
All right.
adult. Figure it
Okay.
out.
All right.
Okay. So I have to. I'll go first. All right.
All
Am
right.
I an object?
Now you're asking me what I.
If what I am. You're gonna try.
All right.
Am I an object? I don't know what I am.
Yes.
Okay. Am I something you'd find in a house?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Am I something you'd use outside the house?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Is it a garden hose?
No.
Okay. Now I gotta know. Now you gotta ask me questions to figure out what you are.
Okay. Am I an object?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Am I used indoors?
No.
No, I'm used outdoors. Okay, so I got to know. So you go again, right?
Okay, yes. All right, so sometimes indoors, sometimes outdoors. What the heck could that be? Am I something you wear?
No.
Okay, you're up.
Okay. I'm something outdoors. Am I a tool? Don't ask my wife.
That's
Don't
a
ask my
loaded
wife.
question. Yes and no. I'll say no. You are not a tool.
No, I'm not a tool.
All right. You got 2 more minutes and then this is
You
done.
gotta ask me. No.
Oh yeah. Am I a something electrical?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
All right. Am I something you drive?
Yes.
I am. Am I a car?
No.
Okay.
Alrighty. Am I something a woman would use?
Yeah.
What the heck am I?
I'm gonna say everybody can use this.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So.
Go. You ask again. Ask.
All right. So, am I something a child would use?
Oh, definitely.
Oh. So, I'm a child's toy.
No. Okay.
All right.
All right. Am I a motorcycle?
Yes.
All right. Hey,
The tool wins.
All right, no,
Oh
ask
my
again.
God.
Oh.
No. Oh,
A balloon.
That was a balloon.
That's why indoors,
I never
outdoors,
would have
yeah.
figured that out. I never.
If I would have given you a
much
hint
for
or
that.
something,
Yeah.
I would've said,
So you know,
Remember
this is
your
how I
hus-
entertain myself, folks.
remember your husband's rubber. I would've-
I don't know. Yeah, I got one more little toy.
One
Are
more
you
toy? Okay.
smarter than a 5th grader?
Oh, and it's a book? Am I smarter than a 5th grader?
Yeah. And then
That
we
show used to make me unhappy.
because you,
I am
you
not
felt
smarter than-
you felt stupid.
Stupid.
Let's see. What are you good in? Music. How about music?
All right.
All right. The part of a song that is repeated after the verse is called the rhythm, staff, refrain, phrase.
I would say refrain.
Let's see. Oh, yes! Yes for Benny! All right.
Oh, so you use a colored pen? The
No,
pen
this
makes
is a
it turn-
magic pen. Because,
Magic pen, wow.
Yeah, it's an invisible pen.
So the book is 25 cents. The magic pen is $1,000.
That's right. So you're smart. What else are you good in? Let me see. Music, history?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Huh. The first 13 states were first known as the 13, fill in the blank.
This is a music history?
No. This is U.S. history.
Oh, I thought you asked me music history.
No,
my
this
hearing's
is second grade. by the
And what
way.
was that question? Yeah, I'm waiting for a music question.
The first 13 states were first known as the 13...
Union.
I say it's going to be wrong. Colonies. Second grade, people, second grade. And
Been
you
a long
wait,
time
you were
until-
talking about come on, and you were talking about people on the street. You can't.
What, that is stupid? They are stupid. They
Oh,
wouldn't
my
know that. They
God.
wouldn't even know how to read a
All right,
book.
I give you one
They don't
more.
know how to tell time with a face clock. Please. Told my son's friend it was a sundial. The kid brought it outside. Said, Mr. Rizzuti, I still don't know what time it is. It's dark. I said, take a flashlight, you idiot. That's how the Aztecs did it.
Oh my
That's how
gosh.
they did it in Mesopotamia. Oh, that was such a place, yeah.
All right, let's do the arts. Last question. All right.
Okay.
The colors black, gray, and white belong to which of the following categories? See?
Yeah.
All right. Now, are they warm colors, neutral colors, or cool colors?
I would say neutral colors.
I would say neutral too. I gotta go with
all
the
right.
old
No,
now.
I'm
Yeah,
glad.
normally
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
say cool, but you know. Yes, you
All right.
redeemed. All right, and what grade
Okay.
was that? Fourth grade.
Wow.
Fourth
Sorry, I use it. You know, they don't show the cartoons that we grew up with
Oh God.
because of what they said there. They were so violent, and the guys will like get hit in the head and they go. I remember the
Yeah,
one.
but look at the movies.
They-
People's brains.
I know,
are
but I love
exploding.
one of my favorite lines. It was in one of those Warner Brothers cartoons where a guy got hit in the head and he said, "Turn on the stove, Mama. I'm riding the range tonight." I thought that.
What cartoon was that?
It was like Yosemite Sam or something. Got hit in the
Oh, my
head and he said, "I'm
gosh.
riding the range." And most people won't get it. They used to call a stove a range. So they said, "Turn on the stove, Mama. I'm riding the range." And cowboys ride the range. So that was humor like that. They don't. Anyway, we're going to see if we can recreate that humor. We're going to show two videos now.
Okay.
We're going to show a coming attractions video of an interview that my wife Nancy did with Carolyn Jones. And then we're going to go into my son, as I mentioned, has his bachelor's in film. One of his film
Yes.
projects, he had me in. It's called Servers. So first we're going to show the coming attractions. Then we're going to show Servers as you get ready to sing.
Okay.
And Servers was, my son made a movie about being a waiter in a restaurant.
Oh.
And I came in and did a scene, and I did one take, and I guess they liked it because my son was the director, and the cameraman and everybody were on the ground, rolling around on the ground. And when it was done, my son said, "What do you think? One take was good?" And they were like, "Yeah, one take. Don't ruin it." So you'll see. It's just my scene, and you'll see Nicole LaMonaco in a quick scene that she was in just before me. And so enjoy these two videos,
Roll it
and then
tape.
we'll be back with Anita Starlight Bloomfield,
Yes.
singing for us. You're watching the Benny Rizzuti Show.
Woo-hoo!
Woo-hoo! Ow! Arr, arr, arr.
Hi, this is Nancy Rizzuti from The Gagoot Show at MadhouseTV.com, and I'm with comedian Carolyn Jones. And Carolyn Well, we're going to splice in everything that we've already discussed already with you, which has been phenomenal. But there were some specific questions that I wanted to ask you, and I know that you started in comedy by going to Governors and meeting John. But I want to know is from that point on, how did you, how'd you get onto HBO and go to all these places that you went and did all your stand-up?
You know what it is? The funny thing about it, I just took the initiative. I sent out, believe it or not, DVDs. Thailand. And when they say Mexican food, I forgot about Peru. And see, that's what I was telling people about Donald Trump. I said, Donald Trump think everybody that speaks Spanish is Mexican. No. So it wasn't no big thing to me. So this was like a whole new thing. And see, don't forget, like I said, my veterans didn't see comedians.
Right.
So we have like our, we're like in our own little world. So when they said we got our own comedian, I started going everywhere, And the funny thing about it is that when I first started, I didn't know where it was going to take me. Because see, in the Midwest, when you say you're a comedian, girl, what you think? Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, Joe. All you think is dollar bills. You see dollar bills. You don't care if you're funny or not. You just see dollar bills.
Right. You don't realize the work that's put into it.
But I didn't mind the work. That was the thing. I didn't mind. Because, I had the set. But see, when, what's his name, told me, he said, Curlin, your world's going to change. I brushed it off like he was just being, you don't know what you're talking about. Please. I'm a comedian. I'm going to win my Oscar in a year. I already have the dress and the hairstyle I'm going to be wearing. I mean, I'm serious. He told me, you're delusional. I said, no. I know. I'm saying,
I'm gonna kill you not. I'm gonna kill you not.
Could've gone to Chuck E. Cheese.
I'd rather be anywhere but here right now.
If you were an idiot, that would be a step above on your intelligence scale.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. Party of one tonight?
No, actually, I'm meeting my husband. He should be here any minute. And I'd like to sit due east.
I'm not sure if we have a table due east, but I can ask. Okay.
Do this for me, please. I cannot.
In order, I'll give you my order.
Yeah, sure. You want to grab an appetizer or?
I want chicken waffles.
Chicken waffles?
Chicken waffles. I come here all the time. You make the best chicken waffles. That's the only reason I'm here.
Sir, we don't actually have chicken waffles on the menu.
I always come here. I always have chicken waffles. Are you kidding me? You don't have chicken waffles?
No, I'm sorry, sir. I'm not kidding you at all. Sir, who was your server the last time you were here?
The last time I was here, the server was Marissa. Nice lady. Really nice.
Sir, I apologize. I don't think Marissa's worked here in 10 years.
Are you kidding me?
No?
I've been coming here, Do you know that I probably used to date your grandmother in this restaurant?
Well,
you know that? I was a bartender for years before you were born. And your parents, if I didn't get them drunk, you would not be here to serve me today. Do you realize that?
Well,
I got your parents drunk, and they were making love to the Pink Floyd album when it just came out. And if it wasn't for me, and it was all because of me eating chicken waffles. You can't get me chicken waffles? You can't talk to the chef? Do me a favor? I'll take care of you.
Well, you're right, sir. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here at all, and my parents would have never met. And I should probably thank you.
Exactly.
Absolutely. I'm gonna go get you some goddamn chicken waffles.
You're the best. What's your name?
Reuben.
Reuben. All right, Reuben, like the sandwich. Can you make me a chicken, like a waffle Reuben? That would be like the coolest thing. You just get a waffle iron, a Reuben with a waffle iron.
So we don't have a Reuben sandwich on the menu.
You don't have Reuben or chicken waffle? What do you have?
This is Beth.
Hi.
Oh, congratulations. When are you due?
I'm not pregnant.
Oh, look at that. Excuse me.
You're totally thin.
You look very sexy.
For life's bleachable moments, all it takes is 3/4 of a cup.
Guys, ready for the show? Yeah. Enjoy.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite singers, Anita Bloomfield. If you see her in person, you'll know her as Anita Starlight.
Thank you.
You
Thank you,
got
Penny.
it, babe.
Thank you, everybody. First number from a very famous movie by Streisand, and who starred in it with her? Trivia question. Star is Born. Soft as an easy chair. beginning of Miss Streisand's career. I think people kind of remember it from Funny Girl as well. And I hope you enjoy it. Father had a business, strictly second-hand, everything from toothpicks to a baby grand. Stuff in our apartment came from Father's store, everything I'm wearing, so before. It's no wonder that I feel abused. I haven't got a thing that ain't been used. I'm wearing second-hand hats, second-hand clothes. That's why they call me second-hand rose. Even a piano in the parlor, Daddy bought for 10 cents on the dollar. Second-hand coils I'm wearing, second-hand coils. I haven't got a single thing that's new. Even Jake the plumber, he's the man I adore. He had the nerve to tell me he's been married before. Everyone knows that I'm just second-hand rose from Second Avenue. New? Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Benny. Thank you for having
thank you,
me.
Anita. Take care, everyone. Have a great week.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Be
night.
well.
Don't forget to send me a birthday card.
Happy birthday, Benny.
Oh, thank you, baby. Oh, I almost fell. Take care.